to get some shots up, find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the New York Knicks. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at New York, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And right now for the Knicks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
So the New York starting five, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the four. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. And it's Wembanyama in at the five. Now, here's Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Anunoby, no good. And Craig with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Well, coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Kevin, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now, here's Fox. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. And Hart has it in the corner. Pass to Bridges. Now Towns. Covered by Vassell. And the rejection by Wembanyama. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Towns gets it to go.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter when your goal is to get him a three. Towns can make those pay dividends.
So it's the Spurs now. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. Pass to Castle. A three from Barnes. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York's drawn 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hart with the screen for Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Towns against Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Bridges kicks to Brunson. And he gets it to go.
You know, he's such an unpredictable player because of his change of pace, his great footwork, his deceptive strength. When you least expect it, Brunson hits you with that floater, and you're defenseless against it.
Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Castle, a screen on Brunson. On the wing, Fox. Brunson covering. Back to Barnes for the three. Here's Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fox against Brunson. Hart with the screen for Towns. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at San Antonio, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for the Knicks,
they've held serve halfway through the season. Not much movement this go-round. I'm sure they're just fine being in the top 5.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Towns. The rejection by Wembanyama. New York, no good that time either. The Spurs with the lead. The drive by Barnes. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Barnes. Wembanyama's got 7 points. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Doesn't matter which hand he uses, Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
The Spurs have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Off target from three-point range.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Knicks trail by 4. Brunson with it. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Bridges passes to Anunoby. From deep, Brunson. Rebounded by Castle.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Spurs leading by 4 to the middle. The kick out to Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Pass to Castle. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms of how good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he was great in college, and I knew he would be a good pro, but to be kind of a franchise player, that's more than I expected. Playoff runs in all 3 years for Brunson in New York. Boy, he's giving the franchise a jolt for sure, and he's a joy to watch. I like watching Fox get going on offense, has an outstanding feel for when to get his shot.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Outside, Towns. Shamet finds Brunson. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Brunson. Drills it from outside. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Brunson, a career 40% three-point shooter. Man, that shot is reliable.
Brunson against Fox. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Here's Barnes. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. In the corner, it's Bridges. Towns against Wembanyama. The kick out to Towns. For three, Bridges. And again, it's a New York three.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. And Wembanyama up top. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama has got the game tied up here for San Antonio. And here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. And here is Shamet. Outside, Towns. Back to Shamet. Shot clock at 5. Bridges inside the three-point line. And there's another one for the Knicks.
You know, Bridges rarely forces things. That's one thing you appreciate about his game. He stays within himself and plays within the flow of the game.
Castle with it. Defended by Bridges. And there it is for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's Brunson. His last outing with 20 points. Bridges outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Spurs working the ball around now. And he makes that one. And that's 13 points for Victor Wembanyama. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Batted away by Wembanyama with authority. Victor saw that coming a mile away.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Harrison Barnes. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Wembanyama. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 4-point game. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. And that's good off the glass that time. Fox has got 6 points. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other. And the fans are the beneficiaries.
Now here's Towns. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And it's Brunson missing.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you, Kev.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Spurs. They need this one. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fox deciding where to go with it. Wembanyama, a screen on Robinson. Here's Fox. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Spurs shooting their first foul shot of the night.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Wembanyama.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Spurs shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
From deep three-point territory. No good, shot missing. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's San Antonio up by 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
San Antonio leading by 10. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Landry Shamet is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Knicks with possession here. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, we can see Bridges on either side of the two-man game. He makes good decisions in that action regardless of where he is.
And San Antonio shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Now, here's Fox. He's defended by Alvarado. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now Alvarado. No scoring in this one. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Bridges playing right through the whistle that time. Love that determination.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Robinson a screen on Harper. Bridges kicks to Robinson. Bridges against Harper. Bridges passes to Shamet. Over Johnson. New York, no good that time either.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. To the inside. Robinson misses. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And the basket by Olynyk.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now, here's Shamet. 11-point game his last outing. For 3, Bridges. And they recover it. Shamet kicks to Bridges. They need this on Anunoby. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka. You know, for me, OG Anunoby is the definition, the epitome of a high-effort player. He gives you great effort all the time at both ends of the floor, and he's only concerned with impact and winning.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett, and a switcher also for New York. Towns is checked in. All free throws good from Anunoby. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Knicks trail by 16. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Robinson passes to Bridges. And taken away by Johnson. The wide open look here for Fox. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Fox has got 9 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Alvarado finds Bridges. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Over his career, Mikal Bridges has taken on a bit more of a scoring load, and we're seeing another huge night from him here.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
And it's Alvarado missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to Fox. Robinson with the block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Here's Alvarado. And the Knicks miss again. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. On defense, New York, trailing by 17. Back from outside, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
On the wing, Fox. He's defended by Alvarado. Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby.
Oh, that's a great play by Johnson. Great patience, not just jacking up the shot. He's thinking out there.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
Stephon Castle's checked in for the Spurs. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. So he gets them both. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things and winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Fox with it. Brunson picks him up. Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama has got 4 this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Towns kicks to Brunson. No good from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now Fox. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Spurs leading by 16. Here's Fox. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Cornette. Johnson against Anunoby. Back from outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Anunoby in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. San Antonio again missing. Fox against Anunoby. And he banks in the layup. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that length Anunoby brings inside is tough to contend with.
For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes is checked in for Luke Cornette. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And a switcher also for New York. Landry Shamet's checked in for Bridges. Pass to Castle. Back to Harper. Here's Wembanyama. The kick out to Barnes. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 17-point game. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Outside Harper. Back to Vassell. Nobody near Barnes. And the Spurs another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Towns. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game. Yep, it counts.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Brunson following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside, Towns. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. Robinson a screen on Harper. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Anunoby. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Good.
He's found his game in this second quarter, looking very assertive now.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Outside Harper. Castle with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Barnes.
And you see how Towns affects the shot. I mean, has the length, tenacity, and timing of a top-shelf defender.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, they're working the outside game more than they did in the first quarter. The balanced approach seems to be paying off.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. That one falls for Brunson. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Rebounded by Castle.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
For San Antonio, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. That's good from Castle.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
To the middle, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
That one doesn't drop. And so it's San Antonio with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the San Antonio Spurs.
The key stat here is rebounding. They're way ahead in that category. They've been the far more physical team, Shaq.
Elbow sandwiches with some extra mayo on the side. Yum, yum.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, they're going to be tested on both ends. But we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man. This one could have a playoff feel, Ernie.
Our viewers would love that. So would we.
That was a good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
San Antonio leading by 21. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Now Hart. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Basket counts. Brunson's got the first basket of the second half here for the Knicks.
Tough as they come. Sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
Here's Castle. Outside, Fox. Back to Castle. The 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Brunson. Hart with a screen on Vassell. The kick out to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got 11.
A capable shooter from the three-point line. I mean, Anunoby loves shaking free from the perimeter.
Spurs working the ball around now. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. That one falls. That's 29 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Brunson against Fox. Here's Anunoby. Misses from short range. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Really outstanding effort on the glass that time by Bridges, doing everything possible to cash in there.
To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First free throw is good.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Knicks trail by 17. Hart left side. Pass to Anunoby. A floater. And it's Fox with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barnes with it. Hart covering. Here's Fox. San Antonio again missing.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Hart, that's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bridges against Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just 1 bucket and 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
Spurs leading by 15. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Fox finds Barnes. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. The Knicks pull it in. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Brunson, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Castle's got 9 points.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Knicks trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Towns down low. Defended by Wembanyama. Hart kicks to Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And so it's San Antonio with it. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Towns with the steal. And Anunoby slams it in.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
Spurs leading by 13. Inside. Wembanyama going to town inside.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 6th in rebounding, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. No good with the triple.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here's Brunson. 16 points for him. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges shot. Good.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama high post. Now here's Fox. Barnes outside. 4 on the clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like how hard Barnes goes now. I mean, takes pride in trying to overpower the defense and muscling shots up over him.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Anunoby. That's good from Barnes. Knicks trail by 14. Brunson scanning the floor. Right with the screen on Wembanyama. Hard inside. Barnes on him. Good D by Barnes.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
There wasn't a whole lot of waiting around to find out if Wembanyama was the real deal or not. He established himself very early on as an elite talent in this league, and his potential is unreal.
Olynyk, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell.
Yeah, he's like a one-man band out there, dialed in and on the attack.
Bridges against Castle. Bridges passes to Shamet. Offline with his 3. San Antonio leading by 17. Bridges against Castle. Bridges with some nice defense. New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Now, here's Shamet. Still without a basket. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, that time Bridges got loose and got everything he wanted right there. What a throwdown.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Spurs working the ball around now. Olynyk has the open look. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
And the Spurs with some changes. Waters has checked in, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Spurs leading by 13. And here is Harper. Hasn't made one yet. Wembanyama, right side. 6 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
New York shooting 43% from the field. Brunson on the move. And he gets the bucket. Brunson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
and also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Hart, no good.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Waters passes to Harper. Johnson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. The kick out to Harper. The three. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 16. Bridges outside. Hart with a screen on Johnson. Here's Bridges, and the layup's good off the glass. Bridges has got 22.
Oh, how about the ball handling from Bridges? Just taking his time in that pick and roll.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. It's good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 20. Towns a screen on Harper. Brunson finds Shamet. Fires the three. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Olynyk. And that one drops for him. Olynyk's got 7 points in the game. Knicks trail by 18. Now Brunson. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Towns, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. And he converts the layup. Wembanyama has got 40 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
There's a minute left in the third. Brunson against Harper. Hart, wide open. He fires. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Bridges against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. With the shot, it's rebounded by Towns. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson outside. In the corner, Shamet with it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Here's Harper. That shot misses. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And that one is good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Harper. Stolen by Anunoby. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And it's Alvarado missing. Spurs leading by 12. Outside Harper. Pass to Olynyk from deep. Hands it from downtown.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
Here's Alvarado following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Now Towns. Shoots over Olynyk, and it's Towns missing.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Fox passes to Johnson. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Robinson. Back to Alvarado. Shoots over Olynyk. Alvarado finds Shemp. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now Cornette. Harper the pass to Olynyk. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Knicks trail by 17. Alvarado passes to Towns. Sinks the three-pointer.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now, here's Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. And that one is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Spurs leading by 12. Fox dishes to Harper. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Robinson sets a screen for Towns. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Fox with it. Johnson outside. The kick out to Harper. Takes a three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Pass to Anunoby. Towns looking around. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Three-pointer, Fox. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 12. Elbow shot. That's good on the jump shot.
And that's all the space he needs from that range.
And San Antonio has possession. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Wembanyama.
A monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
For New York, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Robinson a screen on Fox. Alvarado passes to Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
And here is Harper. Pass to Cornette. Over to the wing. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Knicks trail by 12. Alvarado passes to Anunoby. Latrey. The rebound by the Spurs. Cornette's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And then for New York, Hart, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Castle finds Wembanyama. Clock is at 3. But 3. Castle misses. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Brunson. Anunoby in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. The pull-up. The putback. Whoa, Wembanyama powers in the putback. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's Cornette after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Here's Castle. They get it back. And here's Vassell from the arc.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Brunson. Good work defensively by Fox.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Castle with it. Bridges covering.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Brunson. Vassell, the pass to Cornette. The putback. It's good on the putback.
A huge part of Wembanyama's game, his ability to just devour the glass on both ends.
Robinson a screen on Fox. From deep, Brunson. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Knicks trail by 12. Hart the pass to Brunson. Robinson up top. Brunson against Fox. Oh, there's the muscle from Brunson.
Brunson getting loose. He's calling his own number to great effect in this one.
Here's Vassell. Outside, Fox. Back to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Stolen by Robinson. And now the Knicks on the break. And stolen by Vassell. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Wembanyama. Victor cleans the glass with those long arms.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Barnes is checked in for Luke Cornette. And New York with a change here, too. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson. Knicks trail by 12. Now here's Brunson. Now Anunoby from deep. Fox with the rebound. Barnes outside. Outside Fox. Lock at 6. Now Wembanyama. No good from 3. Now Hart. Outside Brunson. Here's Bridges. From outside, Wembanyama rips down the rebound. From about 16, nails the jumper.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
Now here's Brunson. And stolen by Vassell. 16 feet away. Cleared away by Hart. Knicks trail by 14. Brunson fires. And he does not hit. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Now Anunoby takes the 3. That does not go.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Now Wembanyama. Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. Cleared away by Hart. Harper against Brunson. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.